Yeah. Don't make me the bad guy. I'm just praying that you don't make me the bad guy. But I work too hard to let somebody pass by. And I hope you understand that this wasn't in the plans, yeah. Don't make me the bad guy. I'm just praying that you don't make me the bad guy. But I work too hard to let somebody pass by. And I hope you understand. I just hope you understand now. First to work, last to leave. Here while most cats was absentees. Made my family my faculty. Got me feeling like a masterpiece. And that's no limit. But when you keep winning, that's when they just don't feel it. That's when they act like you don't kill it. They get so livid when they put you in a box and don't fit it. See, I gave my all, laid my law. Did it my way, I ain't play like y'all. Rise to the top, they await my fall. Changing the game, wanna take my ball. I ain't them old dudes, cause nothing is old Drew. Got me about to go postal. They play by the old rules, but me, I was homeschooled. When he played by the rules, they mistake you was soft. Taking off till they taking you off. Top 10 list, do you feel that shift? Then it's time to break in the vault. I sit in class, see cats twisting bass, kissing ass for a flipping pass. Just because we chose different paths. Guess nice guys do finish last, yeah. But it's alright, count the short days and the long nights. You made your bed, now lay your head, knowing that you done created this. See how much can change in a day. I ain't coming here to play, it's okay. Beats like that, these are the breaks, these are the breaks, these are the breaks. Don't make me the bad guy. I'm just praying that you don't make me the bad guy. But I work too hard to let somebody pass by. And I hope you understand that this wasn't in the plans, yeah. Don't make me the bad guy. I'm just praying that you don't make me the bad guy. But I work too hard to let somebody pass by. And I hope you understand. I just hope you understand now. They say it's colder in the summer now. It's getting warmer in the winter too. They say that Armageddon's coming now, and there ain't no telling if it's true. Dear summer, or whatever season these lyrics born in. Product of global warming and climate change, my mind's astray. Leaves falling in autumn winds, a flawless wind. My time to blaze the color change, set my soul on fire while I ignite a page. Season and soil, don't spoil my mind. Telepathic itchy bind, let me your energon for spiritual bomber rhymes. Check it, I move to my own patterns, I'm scatterbrained. Trader with genius, spin a coffee on his pages each evening. Hey yo, believing in something you can't touch but can feel it. Stay connected, my heart chakra might be the weapon needed for wreckage. Hey yo, I can use an upgrade, the ice chip. Regardless of the situation, my slice quick with a slight drip. Hey yo, understand providence prior to knowing what a profit is. In the pursuit of knowledge and balance through my accomplishments. Meditation, my only solace when utilizing bars to uplift. My hands got calluses. Hey yo. They say it's colder in the summer now. It's getting warmer in the winter too. They say that Armageddon's coming now. And there ain't no telling if it's true. Dear summer, we've been here waiting all year for you. Yeah, dear summer, tell us something we just need to hear from you. Yeah. I listen to Greta and almost can't believe how the world's greatest thinkers get outclassed by a teen. When I was her age, my concern was parties every week, but now it's the day that we need leaders to try to lead. But when autumn leaves start to fall, I miss you most of all. Been a king like Nat Cole with rap flows, but when the call is rejected, you're like Jonah. You ain't not see it at all, but your immediate surroundings start to crumble like the walls of Jericho. Elevated Boston crab, we would often laugh. Now it's just avoidance, like when black cats cross your path. I recall the past, Mega Man 2, that Xanadu. Scribbling the codes on the inside of the manual. Now I pray that when it's over, God will be pleased. And they'll say you did the best with the tools that I handed you. Protected your family too, no leaf shield. But when it crumbles, just like Sigma, you know we rebuild. Choose your own adventure, whether pain or pleasure. But remember, we can make it, we in this together. Sorta like Avengers, through the fall or winter. And the worst of weather, we are here forever. Yeah. They say it's colder in the summer now. It's getting warmer in the winter too. They say that Armageddon's coming now. And there ain't no telling if it's true. Dear summer, we've been here waiting all year for you. Yeah, dear summer, tell us something we just need to hear from you. Yeah.
Yo.
Hello.
All right. What's good? Can anybody hear me? Everybody good? Yo.
Yep, you're coming in clear over here.
Yo, what's going on?
Chilling. It's 200, y'all. We did it. Did it. Yo. Just want to thank everybody that is tuning in, whether you're live or you're catching this on the flip, on our podcast partners, the Steel Cage Network and the Geekscape Network. This is Mania Podcast, the world's most dangerous pod, the three most dangerous letters in podding.
In Baden.
P.
All right.
In Baden.
Flipped it around. I like it.
So we got the crew in here. I'm Mega Ran. It's always an honor to be here. I see we got Neo X to my direct left.
Hello.
We got to his direct left or your right. G1 to the rescue.
What's up?
From where are you at? The ATL or are you?
I am not, unfortunately. I won't be leaving until tomorrow morning due to them not giving our checks until God knows how long. I missed my
You
flight.
are loud, my guy.
My fault. Sorry.
Oh man, turn yourself down, Neo. He sounds good to me.
Okay. I was about to say I got it, but yeah. So I won't be leaving until tomorrow morning, so I'm at home.
Oh, so he's still at the crib. All right.
Yep.
And below me, that is T called the villain. What's good?
You.
Yo.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind a little tequila.
Last but certainly not least, over there, it's Brock Knowledge. What's good, sir? Yo, it's a great, great day. It is episode 200. All right, let's.
That is very.
Hey, it's Cole Cabana, and this is a shout out to Teak, G1, Neo, Rock, and the Mega Ran himself, saying congratulations, Matt Mania, on 200 episodes of your podcast. Now, sure, I did over 10 years of the art of wrestling, and that was hard, but right now I'm back to square one. I mean, I'm literally starting my own podcast, and it's had one episode. Wrestling Anonymous, which everyone is now going to go over and subscribe to and check it out on YouTube, Wrestling Anonymous, and you could even call and leave your wrestling stories anonymously and then be on the podcast, and that's going to be great. But I don't know the struggle of 200 now. You know, I'm starting back at 1, and Matt Mania is at 200. It's amazing. Congratulations. I mean, yeah, you guys still suck and you don't know what you're doing, but I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do, and that's what I'm going to do with Wrestling Anonymous, and that's what you're going to continue to do for another 200, where you have guaranteed that you're quitting after that, right? Because Megaran, that's what you told me, and you said you wanted to quit at 201, but you're like, ugh, we'll do another 200. So everyone knows after the next 200, I can't do another video or audio for you. You're done. You're done. Congratulations, 200.
Shout out to our friend Cole Cabana. Boom, boom, with a little words of positivity, sorta.
Chicago's
Thanks,
very own.
Cole.
Yes, indeed.
Telling us we still suck. but-
Well, you heard it here. We're all
Right.
quitting.
That was
go to-
great.
401 or bust. Nah.
That was so great.
So shout out to Colt for that. We're at 200, y'all. We did it. We are at 200 episodes.
Hey.
This has been a hard one to record. Probably like the hardest one of all, which is crazy. But
Yeah, I'll definitely admit I've had a hand with that. Thank you, Cox Communications.
yo, Cox should be buried.
jerks.
Burial.
You know,
I got
I'll put that in the notes for sure.
Cox
They just
went-
can't. They just came by to fix my shit, low key.
Yo, mine went off last night at like 11 o'clock. I was playing Knockout City, which actually I think it's gonna probably be my put over. I'm changing it. I was playing it and I'm having a good time with Drizzen and a few of the homies, and then it's just like, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then I get the text at 11:30, like, oh, your Cox is out. We'll be back up by like 1:30 a.m. And I'm like, So anyway, we got a lot to talk about. So let's just jump into it like we always do. A little bit of non-wrestling before we get. There's a lot of wrestling to talk about and a lot of memories to talk about. So first, let's do a put over. And I kind of already said it, so I might as well just start. Sorry, Neo, changing the note.
Thanks.
Putting you to work. Putting that pencil to work. I'm putting over a game called Knockout City. It's by EA. It's I don't know if y'all remember the old days they used to do EA Sports Big titles. They were doing like EA Sports
Big.
like SSX.
That's what she told me.
That's what it kind of feels like, but it's dodgeball.
That's what she told me too.
Alrighty. And it's a fun one, and it's dodgeball basically. You could team up. It's 3-on-3. It's super fun, easy to learn. You can roll yourself into a ball and get thrown at, like people can use you to throw at people.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's almost like a battle. It almost looked like the battle royale style dodgeball game.
Dodgeball. It's like Fortnite dodgeball, which is
This is lit. That's
brilliant
tight.
idea. It's super fun. And it's cross-platform, so if any of y'all are interested, it's like $20.
Hey,
I'm ready
Buy
for
it.
it.
Let's play.
I
Buy it.
fuck with it. Let's get it.
you know what? Epic just gave me a coupon, so I think I'll buy it on Epic.
Tee up.
See what's up.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah, get that because I'm probably gonna be streaming that tonight. It's super fun. Cheers, boys. If you have a drink wherever you are sitting, Cheers to 200, fellas.
I'm gonna go
Red-
grab
little
my
Red Bull.
tequila and my Modelo.
Salute.
Red
For
Cup.
this episode
Red Cup
only.
boys.
We can drink. Drink if you got it, folks. All right. So I think on Twitch you can drink, you just can't be visibly drunk. Yeah, I think that's the rule, Neo. Why is everybody looking at Neo? No, I'm just kidding.
Bunch of haters.
Let's get it.
All right, so Teak, what's your put over?
Yo, so I'm putting over our playoff team right now, the Phoenix Suns.
Gang, gang.
Oh,
sir.
it's Game Pass. Wait, I didn't realize Knockout City's free on Game Pass Ultimate right now too.
I'll bet.
Wow, say less. Thank you, Blaze. So the Suns right now knocked off LaWine and the Lakers, and Mr. Glass and the rest of the Lakers team. It was man, that was a game. They went off, man. Book is for real.
Me and Mega Ran had the opportunity to go to one of the playoff games. It was the second game. Unfortunately, we didn't win that game out of all the games that they played.
Oh, I think
hear you.
Rock is saying that I wasn't fully invested in the Suns at that point.
No, you weren't. You were in full Suns garb talking about, I hope LeBron does something amazing. You're a double A fan.
No, LeBron is a once in a lifetime specimen. Pardon me if I wanted to see him get busy, but also lose. But also lose.
Right. LeBron is no Jordan.
He wanted to see him do like a dope alley-oop dunk, but still lose.
But
like
lose
he
by
just wanted
40.
to be entertained.
I gotta pick up
those
fade away, but yeah.
Those last two games that they got slammed, they got shitted on. The Lakers showed who they really was this season, and the Suns showed their ass. And one of those games they didn't have AD. AD tried to come back and play, but he wasn't hundo at that point. And the Suns just they're quicker, they're a faster team if they push the ball. And I feel like stop trying to I always say this with teams, like stop trying to shoot the three ball with teams. I feel like the Lakers was getting themselves set up in those situations where it's like, oh, we're just gonna keep shooting threes to try to catch up. But as many times as the Lakers were turning the ball over, if you just go in for the quick two, you get that score up quick. But that's what they was getting into these last couple games. And yeah, man, I'm excited for this next round. How y'all thinking they gonna pan out against OKC?
Yeah,
it's right. Not OKC, it's Denver.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Denver.
Denver is good, man. Don't sleep on Denver.
Right. And Teak, you right about that. To piggyback off that, I feel like a lot of teams, and even just a lot of players, they be going in for all the camera worthy moments and then forgetting the fundamentals. That's why I barely watch it now. It's like watching the video game on TV. It ain't nobody really sticking and moving again, like the Jordan era, when I watch basketball. So, but yeah, it was still dope, and it was great to see the Suns do they thug dizzle. I was very happy about that, and I was very happy to see them knock off LeBron. I'm done with all that LeBron go talk. I've been done with that prior.
You haven't watched basketball since the Jordan era?
I haven't watched whole seasons of basketball since the Jordan era.
When there's a Chicago reference, you have to drink. That's the game.
Is that the game?
Always been.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't watched whole seasons of basketball since the Jordan era because it's just like niggas is getting finger poked and all of a sudden it's a foul. Nah, get punk shit out of here.
I mean, the game is different. It definitely is different, man.
Trash.
It's like soccer. Like soccer was full of flops and whatnot. And I don't watch the sports ball at all. But when I saw gifs of people just flip flopping and diving, I'm just like, what is this, wrestling? What are they selling? They're selling their asses off.
We got to get back to talking about the sport where they flip flop and dive, and we appreciate it, which is wrestling. But you're right. It's very much like it's theater now. Like if it looks like I fell or whatever, they'll give you a call. It's kind of
like The Rock selling a stunner.
Yeah, just rolling.
That's pretty much LeBron every time you breathe on him.
Yo, somebody needs to face swap and put him on the
Oh
catching that
hell
stunner.
yeah! All of our Mad Maniacs, if you listening, please make something like that and tweet us. That would
We
be
need
great.
that. Don't forget, follow us on the Twitter at Mad Mania Podcast. We're on Instagram at Mad Mania Pod. We're on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Mad Mania Podcast, and wherever you get podcasts. So let's continue the putovers. Neo, what do you got?
Yeah, I've actually been finishing up the last season of Kim's Convenience on Netflix. This is a put over, I guess, alum. I put it over in the past, so this is a brand new and final season. Unfortunately, it was the 5th season. I've always loved this show. It was really nice, very wholesome. But it was kind of whack the way they ended things, and come to find out that even the cast was like just appalled about why Netflix had to pull the plug when there was just so much more storytelling to do. But at least we put a cap on it. But this kind of had the same vibes as One Day at a Time for me, because it was a really nice show that I liked, and then they pulled the plug, Netflix. So hopefully it gets picked up somewhere else and they actually kind of try to finish it right. But yeah, Kim Convenience seasons 1 through 5 are on Netflix. Check it out. I'm sure you'll like it. If you like the wholesome slice of life type of comedies, check it out.
Okay, I will. I just watched something that's like
It's
the
fun.
complete opposite of that. Anybody ever watch Schitt's Creek? It's
Yes.
I've seen
it's
one
funny,
or
but
two
it's like
episodes.
it's
of
like
it,
the
yeah.
most negative show ever.
Ew,
Like,
David.
like nobody's in a good mood. It's nobody's positive. It's just people just hate. Everybody hates their lives on the show at the same time. And
That's a good one.
Yeah, but it's a fun watch though. Chris Elliott is in it. If you remember him from way back from Get a Life and all this good stuff, he's great.
Seems like a lot of stuff is getting cut right now. They also said that Jupiter's Legacy is not coming back.
But they doing the spinoff, which is stupid.
How do you
it doesn't
explain
make
that?
any sense. I don't get it.
So they basically like freed the cast from their contracts, told them they could go take other work, right? So like that to other people.
Maybe they'll bring him back at a later time.
They could bring him back.
That's what I hope they do, because Jupiter's Legacy was too good.
Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe
it was really
just
fun.
Like an expensive
that
show, and
Dope,
they're just like,
dope.
we don't know. But
So here's my thoughts on it. The show was good, but I feel like it was that's not the superhero show that I feel like people are going to get behind. I feel like a lot of that time jumping stuff where it was going back in the past and showing how
they first got their powers and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it was real like stretched out throughout the season. I feel like people might not really have a lot of time to get into those arcs. You see, Rock didn't even want to continue Invincible after the first episode, so I can see people not watching. I can see people not watching Jupiter's Legacy due to the downtime in it.
Just like I was about to put over Castlevania, which I think is great, but it takes some patience because there's like 3 episodes where nothing happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm walking from town to town, and it's like,
It's
what did you say? Episode over.
it's pretty to watch too. Like, it's drawn really well.
Yeah.
But man, like, some of the drawing is just stagnant. Like, they're just walking. And I'm like,
yeah, it's like they're just
looks
doing
cool,
nothing
man.
in style.
In
That
style.
stylish walking to nowhere.
I think that sums up this podcast: doing nothing in style.
Doing nothing in style. That might be our title for the day. We'll see how that goes. Rock Knowledge, what are you putting over?
So Ransom's got an album coming out called 7. Drops this coming Monday. He dropped a single called Greed with Royce the 5'9".
Oh my God, it's so dope.
And to say both these gentlemen are rapping would be an understatement. This might be my favorite. Like, Ransom's first verse might be my favorite Ransom verse that I've heard to date. Like, he smoked that shit, and Royce the 5'9" just went full on Royce the 5'9" on that shit. So it's a 7-track album. Each track is named after one of the 7 deadly sins. Go figure. So there's envy, gluttony, greed. You know the rest. You've seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't heard Greed, man, Greed is fucking fire.
Woo, man, Royce left Earth on that verse.
Yeah,
My
man.
God, that is an incredible verse. Royce is, if he ain't
proof that he's the
Yeah,
greatest.
if he ain't the greatest right now, he's 2. maybe behind Black Thought.
It's
but-
him or Black Thought. Like I feel
Yeah.
like you could put them two and just flip a coin, and either answer is correct.
Facts. It's it's such a good song. If y'all haven't heard it yet, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So that makes me want to hear the rest of the album because Ransom is rapping too. So like,
Yeah, Ransom,
he
I
didn't
mean,
totally get blown off the track, you know.
Yeah, it drops
Yeah.
on Monday, which is kind of odd, but I mean, hey, you do what you want in these times.
So it's New Japan Dominion this Monday.
Okay,
Ooh, word. That is.
we're
my-
talking about rapping, not flippity flips.
We're gonna get to that. We'll get to the flippity flips. All right, Ransom. That's a good put. Who's next? Who didn't go?
I cannot find that on Google.
That would be G1 to the rescue. What you got?
Gee, put your drinks away, man. Put it in a cup or something. You're just always trying.
You gotta be extra.
What
You trying
happened?
to,
Yeah.
you trying to
Okay,
show
what
me
happened
up?
now?
You trying to show me up?
Oh man.
No, I'm
Somebody
saying
call me
just
out.
give us your put
Yeah.
over.
Randy's saying he don't want the stuff on the screen, so put it in a cup.
Oh, beer too? Oh, jeez. Anyway, sorry. I didn't know that.
Man, go ahead. It's fine.
So anyway, all right, my put over is the brand new album from a mutual friend of ours, Smoke DZA. The Hustlers Catalog 2 featuring the single Big Stepper with West Side Gun and Currency, which I've been bumping now for the last couple of weeks. I love that song, and I had a chance to dive into some of the rest of the album. It's 10 songs total. Guest appearances from Dave East, Dom Kennedy, Benny the Butcher, quite a few others. But yeah, definitely check it out. Smoke DZA, you know, as usual, delivering some hard bars, some great production on there. So definitely check it out. Hustlers Catalog 2, Smoke DZA, again featuring the single Big Stepper with West Side Gun and Currency, out now.
I think I saw that. I was on Spotify, and I think I saw your Spotify, and I saw that the show that you was playing that, and that's how I knew. That's how I knew that it was out. I was like,
I had forgot that the album was coming out so soon because I was looking for the album, but I remember, like, the single had been out for a little while, and just earlier I had a moment. I was like, man, I keep forgetting I know what the song is, and I'm like, oh, the album's out. So then I just listened to the whole thing while I was trying to get myself prepared. But
I listened to that. I listened to that Smoke DZA album today as well.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
Good album.
Right.
Dope. Shout out to DZA. It's so great, interesting, but also great to see like West Side Gun or Griselda popping up on like every new album. Like it's kind of crazy that like there's a Griselda presence on every album. And I don't know if it was Conway who said, he was like, people want to doubt our influence, but like think about what rap was like before we started and after. And
That's
like,
facts. I mean, there's a rumor that that Benny the Butcher and my dude possibly putting together a collab project. They've been meeting a lot recently, and there's actual photo
Wait,
proof of
who's
that.
your dude? Who's
Your dude?
Hove.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that you knew him personally. I don't know.
oh yeah. Oh, Sean? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God.
SC? Yeah.
Y'all know he's my favorite rapper of all time. So like,
That's interesting.
Oh wait,
So,
you're talking about William, right? Is that what you're talking about? William A. Shaffer?
talking about Sean Carter, talking about
That's a
Dave.
stretch.
You're talking about Billiam?
Oh,
Yeah, right. Because got the billions. Billions.
Billiam.
Wait, text him. See if he can come on the show right now, G1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get a drop. You get a
I
drop?
wish I had access to him like that.
He ain't doing nothing right now. Tell him. See what's up. All right.
Where's your aux at? Get him online.
Y'all.
I just gotta say, cause I'm a little emotional. You know, it's 200 episodes and it's really a historic day. So shout out to Matt Mania, the podcast. I'm talking Megaran, T, G1, Rock, Neo. You know, you did it. 200 episodes. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
We done did it.
We don't
Oh,
do
my
it.
God.
Shout
It
out
only
to
took
Big E.
200 episodes to get a member of the New Day on the pod.
I swear.
Yo.
Salute. Shout out to Big E.
Hey, great memories with Big E, though. Big memories with Big E.
Fun stuff. Where are we?
Man, Vegas? We gotta talk about Big E once we start talking about wrestling because man,
there's a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, I actually want to get to that. Let's just let the elephant into the room and acknowledge the elephant. We've had another black day in WWE where they have decided to pull the rug up under everybody and start and continue with the mass releases.
Trash.
And pretty big names.
A black mass of releases, if you will.
Please don't. Oh, God.
So, does anybody have the list? Like, who all has been released? Like, what's been happening?
I can grab the list. I'm in front.
Get the list. And since we just saw Big E, what in the hell was the point of Aleister Black attacking Big E now that Aleister Black is no longer a member of the
Bro, this proves there was no plan. His shirt is still up for pre-order. His shirt is still pre-order on the site.
So trash.
Hey, don't buy that. Go to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy our shirt.
Yes. Right. I'm sure Tommy End will have his own shirts out somewhere else.
Yeah. I hope
support the artist, the athletes direct.
Is that his indie name?
Yeah, Tommy End. He was Tommy End before Aleister Black. Yep.
That's kind of a weird name. Was there
I thought people were saying Tommy Yen, and then I looked and I was like, "Oh, Tommy End, like END."
And is there a story or a reason why he's Tommy End?
His real name is Tom. So
but End is a weird End is a weird last name.
No, it's like I end motherfuckers. It's dope.
Like I will end you.
Right. I think it's weird because I want to know why it's weird. To me, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some backstory out there too. If anybody knows in the chat, that'd be dope. Or hit us up on the socials.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. So
I do Mania Pod.
All right,
I do have
let go. Let's go through the list first.
The recent releases.
G1, give it to us.
So we got Andrade, who was released on March 21st. We got Lars Sullivan, who was released back in February.
Just run him.
Okay. All right. Steve Cutler, Samoa Joe. Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, Mickey James, Chelsea Green, Tucker Knight, Kalisto, Bo Dallas, Wesley Blake. Of course, we talked about Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him. There's a few others. I think the list. Oh, Ruby Riott, Lana, Buddy Murphy, Santana Garrett, Velveteen Dream. Jessamine Duke, which if I'm not mistaken, is Roderick Strong's wife. That's pretty much every.
Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, Braun Strowman, which
the biggest man in the whole list.
Like literally leaned up and got a whole new swag for WWE, and then they just like, all right, we'll just pick you off.
I hate
the
cheering for anybody losing their belt, losing their job, and but Braun was the guy who was not nice when a lot of people lost their jobs. Remember,
he was burying the indies.
Oh, I'll go get mine, and maybe they say for you, go do something else, or you know. And it's like
he said, pull yourself up from your boots or some shit like that. It was really degrading.
Wow.
What's that?
Let me ask you guys this. Who do you really blame for the lack of Braun Strowman getting over? Do you put it solely on creative, or do you put that on Braun Strowman as well? Because
I think it's always on creative.
Quite a bit, had some pretty big moments, and just never once was able to fully really get over. Never had a world title run. Is it all on? Are you blaming creative, or do you got to put some of this on Braun too?
Braun won the title, but he was the stand-in for Roman. That WrestleMania doesn't count.
Right. So he didn't really have a run.
Yeah. But before that though, I think what the issue was when we thought he should have been champ, when we were like WWE has the rocket on him, is how they look at people. He's young, he was a WWE guy. They feel like they got more time with him. There were other people in the main event picture that they wanted to push while they still had Brock on the sideline. So they missed their opportunity with Brock.
Braun, I agree.
Sorry.
Braun was going, like trajectory was flying, and then they were like, oh, he's young, he can wait. And they just kept him in the mid card.
You remember that green title he won? The greatest Royal Rumble?
Yo.
He never got to defend that.
It's now
defend the
vacated.
title.
So now the greatest Royal Rumble title is vacated.
It's
Anybody
vacant.
can win the belt right now. I mean, how do you really? I can say that, like, we all know that WWE's general creative climate is they're damn near in control of everything when it comes to Raw and SmackDown specifically. So we definitely can't put Braun on Braun. He's not even Braun because of himself. He's Braun because that's the name that WWE gave him, because they can't think of any other big names for a big dude other than Braun. But yeah, so I definitely blame creative 100%.
Yeah, you can't blame the
Brock
guy
was
because
that is because like, but behind the scenes stuff can cause it to be the guy. So I think that's what Rock is asking. Like, do we think Braun was fucking up Braun, or did the WWE screw that up?
But if he
Well,
ride,
to that
for
point,
we don't know.
Tommy End even said it on his wife's Twitch that everything came from creative, because if creative got nothing for you, what can you do? You know, and then think about it like this: his character, how can he get himself over on social media? It doesn't really fit his type. Versus you have people like Lana, Naomi doing stuff on Instagram. You got the New Day doing stuff on social media. They can do their part to help themselves,
exactly,
right? as personalities. But at the end of the day, if creative doesn't have nothing for you, then they're gonna put him back in that closet, waiting for someone to knock on his door to come fight him.
Right, exactly. And then magically out the blue,
had stuff for people and still dropped them though. I mean, Lana went through 20 tables, still got fired.
Right,
22.
They never figured out that gimmick. They just kept trying. Lana, to be fair, Lana had a lot of chances. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, Lana had a lot of TV time.
I'm just saying that she was. I'm just saying
never got
being
over.
used
She was
actively,
she
like
was
a lot
just
of people were.
She was getting used and never getting over.
They
like,
were
she was
pushing
bad
Ruby,
on the mic.
like they put the Riot Squad back. You're right. I agree.
She was bad on the mic. She was bad in the ring, like, for a long time, and never really improved. And I just felt like, they just kept giving her chances. So at some point, you got to know your days are numbered. But she was great on TikTok, so she was getting herself over there.
When you have people like Ruby Riot, who they just recently brought back and put the Riot Squad back together, when you got Aleister Black, who they were shooting new promos for, put him out there in the ring with Big E, like Braun Strowman just had a bunch of things going on. It's like, it's surprising some of these releases. We do understand that, if it's budget cut, it doesn't really matter. Braun getting paid $1 million a year or whatever. So they're going to cut big contracts. But I'm just saying, it's weird when you're the main focus, or, people who were doing a lot when the crowds were going on. And then those.
Bro, so the next part is there's been a lot of scuttlebutt in our chat as well as everywhere.
That's the name of the episode. Scuttlebutt.
Everyone kind of thinks it's Brock Lesnar. Like, this might be a move to get one of their veterans back, like a Brock or a Cena. What do y'all think about that?
Bullshit.
They're selling the company.
Bullshit.
You think they're selling? They trying to cut the fat, lean it up so they can sell it?
That's the other theory in the dirt sheets, that they're prepping for a sale.
All right, so who do you want to see buy WWE?
If
it can't be Disney.
Tony Khan.
Before the selling goes,
I bought my competition. He's gonna cut that same promo on
That's
Vince.
a great promo.
He gonna turn Raw into another show on AEW.
Well, remember this though, and somebody in the group chat said that this was someone in the group chat said that this was just BS, but remember, they're going back on the road now, so they were saying that they have to cut costs due to all the money that they have to spend taking.
Oh my God! Somebody's phone is blasting.
Who the hell's got a magic wand over there?
It's probably Teek's phone.
Yeah,
because he's using it.
That's the Hitachi.
That motherfucker got a StarTAC Motorola.
He's like, yo,
you got a two-way.
Right now, it seems the only logical case is that it goes to NBC Universal. Can't be Disney. Disney is ABC. Disney's Monday Night Football. Like, why would they put on something that they would compete with? So I feel like it's got to be NBC.
And then for those that hate the PG era now, you give it to Disney, and it just all goes to shit.
Yo, Mickey is getting in the ring.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a Disney legend battle royal with Mickey and Goofy and Aladdin and the motherfucker from Soul.
Last game that I watched the WWE.
Yeah, that would be the end. We might get Rock to watch AEW after that.
Let's start talking crazy now. Let's not start talking crazy. Just give up pro wrestling at that point.
He just won't watch wrestling.
I'll give up wrestling to spite myself.
That's funny as hell.
Okay, so meanwhile, they're announced. It's weird that they're cutting people and they're about to go back on the road. So we got house shows possibly starting back up again, which is where you need most of this talent at. So I just don't understand a lot of these moves, man. Like if it's a money thing, I'm sure Braun would have restructured with no problem. Been like, okay, cut it down to, I don't know, 200K or something and keep his job. But to completely just cut him, it's like, wow, that's a drastic move. So it makes me think, like Teak was saying, maybe he just wasn't a get along guy in the back, you know? And they could have just been like, you know what? And we paying you $1 million?
I mean, but the other thing, on the other hand, I would see I would see Braun regularly on social media doing red carpet things. What do they call it? Junkets, right? For media?
Yeah,
press?
He does press.
He does a lot of press.
But you know what he also does on his socials?
He did a lot of that stuff.
That wasn't super popular. He's like a Southern gun nut. You know what I mean? So like he'll take pictures with big old guns, like, yeah, I'm out in the country. You know,
about Braun?
Like, yeah, Braun.
Yeah, he will.
His
Guns
socials weren't
guns.
really.
Doesn't he got like a big country or country strong tattoo on his arm?
Oh
yeah, he do. I seen that motherfucker in person.
It's like
it's like
motherfucking big ass arm,
big ass bumpkin.
It's like the literal size of Tennessee. Like,
yeah, sure, man. We can get a picture. Cool, guys. What's like dudes over here to be? I'm like, man. This
but like G1 mentioned though about Braun is weird to me because Braun got in not just good shape, but got in phenomenal shape.
Phenomenal.
Under WWE.
He's a WWE guy from balls to bone. He's their product. That's why it was so weird. And I know Velveteen Dream is kind of another thing, but he was also like a tried and true, again, balls to bone WWE guy.
They created him. So now we always ask, who is going to make the biggest impact out of this group of guys?
Impact, you say?
Black.
Slammiversary.
Motherfucking
I think everybody
Tommy
expects
Ian.
it to be
Do
Tommy
any of
Ian.
these names really move the needle? I mean,
I think
I'm just asking.
Braun Strowman.
Thank you, Rock. I mean, Braun does.
Braun Strowman move the needle?
Every promotion that has ever existed wants a guy like Braun Strowman. Everybody wants a giant who's athletic,
a giant that can do shit,
that can do stuff. Everybody's gonna want a giant.
I mean, that's true because it's so rare. But like his problem was he didn't have a good matchup in WWE. But would you? I don't know him and Luchasaurus, like
him and Moose.
Okay, him and Moose.
I mean, he can also go over to New Japan. I mean, he might not want to do that, and I don't know how much they're going to be doing in the States. But you know, a big, huge white guy over in New Japan, they'll definitely make him the heel.
That guy Gene.
Why not?
It's possible. I don't know how many of those guys want to go out there, like you said, Teak. Like going to New Japan and starting your life over in Japan. It's not that attractive, but
right. It's like when Kenny didn't want to come back here when he was living in Japan. It's like you change your whole life around when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So Drizzen makes an interesting point. He says almost all these names move the needle. Now, when we talk about move the needle, I'm talking about if any of those people shows up on another broadcast, it's going to make you flip the channel. And I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying I love Buddy Murphy. But Buddy Murphy on Impact is not going to make me change my TV watching schedule. I'm just saying. Like,
Buddy Murphy on anything is not making me change my channel.
Well, you guys are also set in your ways, too.
No, but
I
a lot of these guys are good.
When he was on.
Oh, you'll change away from him. No, Buddy is dope, man. Buddy is dope.
Buddy is mine. He's another person that could go to a New
Buddy
Japan or
was dope
AEW
when
and succeed.
Yeah, he'd be a
was
great
in
Super
the
Junior.
cruiserweight. Yeah, when he was in the
Yeah.
cruiserweight
Thank you, Blaze.
championship,
Right there, baby.
whatever. But his storyline has put him in the dirt. He's been shit
Exactly.
story-wise for
Again,
long.
it's a creative thing.
Creative,
It's
yeah.
creative.
Man.
That's another creative. If
Creative
you want to
killer.
bring down the creative scoreboard, that's another mark on creative right there, bro.
Mhm.
But you
It's
want to know
killed a
what that
lot of
also
great
does,
people.
though?
What's up?
It brings down their stock at other companies, though, because
Yeah,
fan
dude.
stock. Because
I
if
don't-
you, hold on, let me finish. If you've been
All right,
being
go
shitted on for so long, the average fan is not going to care about you. So when it comes to you
Okay,
popping
you
up on
spun
another
it.
show and somebody wanting to tune in, they're going to be like, oh, well, he was whack at WWE. Why do I want to watch him now?
Bam. Blaze said what I was thinking. What about John Moxley?
But
Mox-
the other thing that I was going to say is that
But go ahead.
promotions know, promotions know what like you've been through, and like Blaze said, Moxley flipped it on its head, and now Moxley's like living his
Moxley's-
best
Well,
life,
Moxley was doing
showing up
promos
in
and
Las
stuff
Vegas
before
with
he-
GCW, and messing
Yeah.
shit up, going to New Japan, going all over the place. You know?
But look how hard he has to work
I mean,
to
that's
do it.
going
I think
into-
that's the side of it.
He went
Everybody
into
ain't
business
built
for
for that.
himself, though. Right.
Yeah.
He went in,
Everybody
he went
ain't
into
built for
business
that.
for himself. He started doing promos and stuff and building up his old Mox character, and people were getting excited. I don't care about Buddy Murphy.
I think pro wrestlers. I think most pro wrestlers do that because they want to do it.
Yeah,
Mox
and
is
it's
a different breed, man. Mox is a different breed.
And we also
because
Go
I
ahead.
think he loves it more than 100% of these guys.
I was
Like,
just about,
I'm
I was
gonna
just
go
about
out
to
there and
say,
say
I'm
that.
like anything that you do for the love is gonna shine through, and we're seeing a John Moxley, a Dean Ambrose, or whatever, a Jonathan Good, or whatever the hell you want to call him, that's happier. And he's going out here. He's with friends of his amongst the wrestling industry, and he's just grabbing it by the balls, like, "Hey, this what's up? Like, I'm out here doing me, this, that, and the third. Like, this is what's happening." Like, when you go to a place that they're giving you a lot more creative control, it makes you happier. It's like if I was stuck as a producer, only making beats for like mumble rap artists and shit, like of course, the money would be nice, obviously, because certain shit is what's popping, but I would be fucking depressed. I would be like, man, this shit huff. I want to make some beats for niggas that can actually rap, somebody of the caliber of a Mega Ran, of a T-Call, of a novelist, or Speaks or whatever. Like,
I appreciate that.
Teak still ain't got them beats though.
Man, Teak got
He got a whole album. He got a whole album from him.
Man, Teak come over here and get spoiled.
So
That
here's
was my
Neo.
favorite thing. What up?
Who were the guys who left WWE and went to AEW and had one-offs, right? And they're in on Impact now.
Yeah.
Because just to go
Zack
back to that, I don't watch Impact because they don't make me go to Impact. I don't tune into Impact to watch Zack Ryder or whoever else. Only got
I
one
watch
match
Impact
at
because
AEW.
Kenny
and then they went
Omega
to-
is on there, bro.
I watch
So
it.
that's
I
what I'm
watch
saying.
Impact.
So Buddy Murphy going over there is not going to
wouldn't
my
move the
needle one bit.
So that's why
Sure.
when I said Drizzen, when we're talking about move the needle,
Buddy
I'm
Murphy
talking about
versus Chris
who
Bay.
is the instant, who's an instant like tip the scales kind of talent. And
But I think-
out of those, maybe Braun.
But I think Impact.
I think Alistair though could also make a big impact.
But Impact
Dang.
too kind of has that stigma, but it's been being turned around because I've been seeing more Kenny Omega, But again, it comes down to personal preference. Watch what you like, do what you like. That's it, baby.
Man, those wrestlers have a stigma. They have a stink to them. When I saw them show up on AEW, I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And that's why when I heard them say, like, oh, Cody just gave him one match because that's his friend, I was like, good, get him the fuck out of here. Like, it's enough of
He
these
gave him-
average-ass white dudes coming over to these promotions and getting the bag. Like, it's too many of them.
He gave him a match and a
Talk.
shirt and a song.
He didn't give him the bag. He just gave him he gave him a chance. That's all. Give him a
No, I
chance.
said that's why I was glad that he left, because too many of them do get that bag. They like, oh, you just left here? Come, I got a bag for you, Mr. Average Wrestler. Like, no. That's why I was glad
one
when I
thing
saw
that
Leo.
That's one thing that
Go ahead.
Cornette says that I agree with. He said It should not be called All Elite Wrestling. It should be called All Friends Wrestling because
Facts.
everybody lets their friends come in.
All old WWE wrestler.
It's like, come on. When it's basically it's a lot of friends, like friendships and relationships based stuff. It's like, hey, you want to come here, buddy? Let's do this thing.
You got
you know what this
you get
you
a
know
contract. You get a contract.
Yeah, but like but here's the thing though. If you know what this wrestling business is based on, it's based on you doing matches with people that you trust. And so if
you don't have no right to talk right now because you're the same one that said you don't want to see Brock or Cena return. Fuck those old dudes. Let the new dudes shine. Exactly. So why would the old dudes from WWE get shine at AEW? That's the opposite of what you preach.
I'm sorry, because it's not about just old dudes in general. It's about specifically John Cena and Braun Strowman.
Oh, specifically the dudes you don't want to see.
No, I'm just saying they're just old and tired. But it's these just guys, the characters are tired.
These guys ain't old. The guys they let go haven't even
seen
they're
their
not, prime.
They haven't even scratched the fucking surface yet. That's what I'm saying.
They haven't seen their prime. Like any of them hasn't had a strong program or strong booking or strong creative. So it's interesting to see. I don't think they should go to. I don't think any of them should go to AEW. To be honest.
Edge. Mm-hmm. No, you just said none of these dudes is old. Edge old as fuck and had his prime. And now he being put.
I'm talking about the people who got released.
Yeah, Edge was forced into retirement due to the industry.
Yeah, look, man, they put Ed the match with Edge on the second day of WrestleMania for a reason, and it was because people wanted to see him.
People want to see Edge, man.
They saw the reaction at Royal Rumble. You was there too when Edge came out.
People want to see them other two losers.
People don't want to see Cena return.
No, that's what I'm saying. People want to see those other two.
No, he's wrong. People do want to see him. He don't want to see him. That's all.
I'm just
people do want to see him. Like old guys are going to get a pop, and they're going to get a ratings boost from them. But like,
right? Why do you think they do throwback nights and stuff like that? Because they know that that's going to sell. But also, somebody like Cena, it's the same thing like The Rock. The Rock left and went Hollywood, came back, blew everything up. Did you not want to see The Rock return?
The Rock is a different story.
Rock is the exception. He's the exception. Rock can do no wrong.
A totally different ball game, bro.
Rock can come in tomorrow.
It'll be the same explosion when Cena come back. And I don't even like Cena like that. But Cena sells for those kids, and those kids is going to blow up when they see Cena return.
I agree.
You're right. They all are.
I miss shoot Cena.
I want to see a heel Cena.
I'm sorry. Dude from Max Caster from the Acclaim is doing a better version of his old gimmick.
Oh, you mean Lashley's sister?
Who? Caster?
Explain that to me.
Wait, you gotta explain that.
You don't remember when Lashley brought his You don't remember when Lashley brought his sisters out?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Max Caster, who's one half of the Acclaimed in AEW. I'm like,
you don't get it.
Oh yeah, I don't. He's doing a better version of Cena's old gimmick. They're actually coming out with relevant raps.
That's ridiculous. I've never even seen this shit, and there's no way.
I don't know.
You gotta watch it.
Sorry. You gotta watch it. I think you gotta watch it.
It's not gonna happen.
The only thing I don't like about that is that he keep on saying "Hey yo," like because he don't just spit the rhymes. He keep on like "Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, yo." You look at me, hey yo.
Freestylers
I don't like that.
That's a rap thing, when the bars are moving in your head, you gotta figure it out. Hey yo,
and he can't rap, and he only does that over the words in the beat before it's just the instrumental. So you can't rap over the words. Yeah, you gotta let the instrumental drop and then do your thing. So
you can't rap over words. You sample beats all the time. We rap over words.
He waiting for the chorus to end so he can hit them lines,
That was good. I like that one. That was funny. That was nice. Fair. I like that. That was fair.
All right, so we all think that the person that's getting the best, going to maybe turn out the best out of this is, you think, Tommy and Aleister Black?
Yes, absolutely.
I think it'll be Braun.
Yeah, I think Braun can make an instant impact in AEW.
I'm not saying Braun won't, but Aleister, just like we were talking about, like Super Juniors and shit, like or just anything in AEW where he just gets a chance to really just show off his skill. Then okay, cool.
So I don't know if anybody watched the Alistair Twitch stream where he was talking, but he said something interesting about like his tattoos. Like people thought he was like QAnon because of like his tattoos, and like so there was all kinds of stuff that was like messing up his push, where people just started seeing stuff and thinking, oh, he's a devil worshiper. Oh, he's oh, he's QAnon. So it was like hard for him to get started out there because there was a lot of weird stuff happening. So
he's not a devil worshiper, but he's what you call it when you're not religious.
Atheist. Hey, moral of the story: never leave NXT.
Yo, you my friend are correct.
Facts.
Never leave NXT. Never ever leave. You'll be fine.
It's all downhill, man. Like the majority of the guys that come up, it's all downhill.
You think Adam Cole is choosing to stay in NXT?
Let's talk about that because Adam Cole just returned, and I was thinking maybe because he wasn't around that maybe a SmackDown move was happening, and then it didn't. Adam Cole came back to lay bars and lay fire.
Let's talk about that promo right there.
That was great.
Holy,
that was phenomenal.
It felt like Shawn Michaels to me. Like it really. That felt like HBK.
Like, oh.
But he always said that's who he influenced by. So of course, I'm sure he probably channeled some of that inner Shawn.
That felt like some HBK. That promo,
that was great.
He eviscerated. Like you don't let your champion get done that dirty. Like I'm really surprised.
Cooked his ass.
Hey, you only here holding on to my property, my dude.
Oh my gosh!
If I can add,
okay,
I think the only thing.
Go ahead, Neil.
I was just gonna say, I really feel like Adam Cole should really honestly stay in NXT. I think the only thing, if he's going to go to the main roster, and this may sound a little typical, but he should go with Finn. He should go with maybe Fish and try to respark something, and because the only way they can get over, I feel like, in the WWE creative spectrum is strength in numbers. So if they do another faction, maybe, but then again, WWE and their history of factions will always flip them on their head and then literally just destroy them.
He said Undisputed 2.0.
No, he said
crazy that they never brought the Undisputed Era up to the main roster as popular as that group was.
Yeah,
that is wow. So we talk about all the WWE like main roster moves that like are confusing. That's a confusing one. Is as over as Undisputed Era was, they never got a sniff together of the main show. And
on the contrary, they never got signed. But during Survivor Series, when NXT was involved, they were getting some main roster love, by having matches on Raw and SmackDown, specifically more so Adam Cole. But they did get a little bit of that. They got a
little taste because that Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan match.
The Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan, I still go back and watch that. I don't give a fuck. That's one of my favorite matches of the last 10 years.
Yeah, that was fire.
Shit was everything.
Talk about like what they always say, making chicken salad out of chicken. What?
Chicken salad out of chicken shit. Yeah,
because that worked to the best.
I wanted to bring this up while we were talking about creative. I don't know if you heard this ran that four black women got hired for WWE's writing room.
4?
So,
I thought it was 2.
What? Well, this is interesting.
I read 4.
I have to applaud that. I thought it was 2, but still, that's fire.
That's nice. That's
great.
Good.
I saw pictures of the 4, but I read that it was 4. Somebody can fact check me, but yeah.
Okay,
we got
that's dope. What do you
got
think?
Some female color in the writing room.
I saw a comment was like, "Good, you're going to SmackDown. That shouldn't like destroy your soul as much as Raw." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's probably right."
Yeah, it's just the only problem is you have the elephant in the room, which is Vince McMahon, who ultimately is going to have full creative over
everything.
Yep, he's going to be like, "Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't get it." What are those? I don't get it.
What are those?
I don't get it.
Vince is going to be like, can I just come out in the do-rag again?
Wow. The do-rag.
that got overripe.
What's going on, guys? It's Adam Cole, aka Chugs, aka just a handsome man. Just a handsome man. No, but seriously, the reason I'm making this video is I have a very, very big shout out to Matt Mania Podcast because they're about to celebrate their 200th episode. Yeah, you heard me right, 200 episodes. So mega shout out to Mega Ran, Rock, Neo, Teak, G1. Congratulations to each and every one of you guys. That's awesome. And here's to 200 more, or 400 more, or 600. No, to as many more as you guys want. But for real, congratulations and best of luck and keep rocking.
Baby.
Mega Ran swiping his card on the cameo for sure.
Yo, Mega Ran. I will no longer.
Hey, does that mean that we can post our secret Adam Cole picture now?
That was like years ago. Yeah, I'm sure we can. Shout out to Adam Cole for that. Everybody's like, "Oh, you swiped the Cameo punch card." None of these guys are on Cameo anymore. By the way, these are personal favors.
I know, man. That's kind of a nudge to WWE. You know, for sure.
Hope none of you guys get in trouble for being on the podcast tonight. Oh
my God! Oh,
you know, Vince watches. You don't know.
Oh yeah, Vince is watching. What's
the Raw GM's about to bring the doorbell next.
Either that or from something that Rand told me. If he's not watching, he got people out there that's watching. You always got to be careful. They got spies lurking.
That's right.
Always be
double agents
watching your back. So all right, so we can move forward. I think I want to talk about in this segment. Let's just get some thoughts from everybody about reflections on 200. Let's talk about it. We have done 200 of these podcasts. Actually, I guess everybody wasn't here. It started with me for like what 20, and then
it's an amalgamation of different ins and outs.
And then like another head grew out of my shoulder, and it was T-Call, and then another head grew out over here. And it was who? I guess Rock? Yeah, I think it was Rock.
Man, you told me I could just come up whenever I wanted to, so I just kept coming every week.
That's how it was, man. I was like, hey, come through. He's like, all right. And he's like, yo, I'll be there next week. I was like, yeah, sure. So I gotta shout out y'all for helping hold this down for me, because a little history, I've talked about it. I got bored of doing it by myself, man. It's like one thing. It's like most things in life. When they're more fun with a partner. And
hey,
oh my God, 8th grade humor alert. So, but yeah, man, I was like, yo, this is fun. I started it. I talk about this in my book, but I started Matt Mania on a cold winter night, and it honestly because I was sad about what I saw in the wrestling ring. I was in Houston, Texas. And I saw Night of Champions 2016, and that was Sting's last match. That was the Sting versus Seth Rollins match where he got the buckle bomb.
Wait, so the podcast is that recent?
I mean, that was 2016. That was 4 years ago.
I know, but damn.
Yeah. Took us 4 years to get to 200. That ain't, all right. Makes sense, I guess. So,
well, the pandemic definitely added to that.
It wasn't weekly. You know what I mean? I was doing it, just kind of sparing, like wherever I felt like it. And that night in my hotel room, I just kind of recorded myself and just like, oh man, the show was great, but I really think like Sting might be done. And I was all sad and blah, blah, blah. So it was 5 years. And I just was like, you know what? I'm tired of doing this by myself. Teak, come through. And then we would have guests pop up. And I was like, you know what? The more people we got, it just seemed to be a lot more fun just to have different perspectives, So that's my spiel on it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that all of you have joined me in this journey. And everybody adds their specific, flavor and sprinkling. It's like a very good soul food Sunday spread. You know what I mean? It's like, we got the meats, you got the potatoes, you got the candy yams, you got the cornbread, and each one by itself might be delicious, but together it becomes
together it becomes sleep. and unzipped pants watching the game.
Yeah, so I remember when we were at Mania ran when we had did the I feel like it was either what was that episode called? WrestleMania the movie or something like that. But it was the WrestleMania where we were doing live fan reactions outside
Yeah,
the
that was
arena.
episode 38.
38.
Yeah, WrestleMania the movie.
Wow.
And after that is when Rand had asked me to do Matt Mania with him when we started doing it in the studio after that.
Yeah, and that was, man, it was fun times, man. And I was just like, all right, come through. So I would love to get Neo. What do you remember about joining Matt Mania? Because I don't even remember, to be honest.
Well, mine came as kind of like a young boy role where I kind of made myself available to like, I was the true Brandon Cutler of the group where I was like, man, if you need anything, let me know. I'm down to ride. Oh, nice. And so on and so forth. And I came about around episode in the 50s area. And I think the biggest things that I remember about the podcast is just us doing our stuff. Like when we would actually like mob and roll out and go to Vegas a couple times, and we would go to certain shows and just wow out and just, really created a brotherhood. And then over time that became the brotherhood in the studio, and it just kept evolving and evolving. But I've always been down to ride, and even though the show's gone this way and that way and upwards and downwards, spirals. I've always prided myself in saying, well, I've always been here, and obviously circumstances, hinder everybody once in a while. I'll definitely say that I think MMP, I'm always down to ride, but I've always loved it if we can just ride together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Neo, you've been around for a lot of our first, man. Starcast, remember?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. Like, I would invest my personal finance, my personal time, my personal just life, just because I love what Matt Mania is or was, and hopefully what will become. Just because I really believed in it, and I believed in Megaran, I believe in Teak, I believe in G1 and Rock Knowledge, because these guys have held me down, and not only as not only as a producer on this podcast, but as a human being. So I can never fault y'all for that, and I love y'all. And we've always helped each other out, and we always bro out. So I think that's the greatest thing that I've got out of this podcast is I got a brotherhood out of it. So I appreciate that.
Here to that. Cheers, my brother.
And you also came in just being a fan of the music, right? That was your original entrance in, right?
Exactly, man. Because Mega pulled my my wrestling, my wrestling body out of the graveyard, because I would watch wrestling growing up, but after the Attitude Era, it all fell off, and I can honestly say, Mega brought me back and created a smart fucking monster that I am today.
I've created a monster. Oh, this is my fault. Oh, geez.
It's your fault.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely your fault.
Oh, God.
It's your fault.
Yeah, man. We've had so many firsts, man. And I've gone out to wrestling shows, and like I was saying, that night I went to Houston or whatever, I was by myself. So being able to come and have these memories with y'all where we're like, yo, let's all just mob to a show. And then we go to shows here and people are like, yo, it's the Matt Mania guys, or yo, I know y'all, that's a great feeling. And I know that we've created something man. It's very strong, something I'm very proud of. And so yeah, man, it's just been dope to see the evolution, the growth, and we made it through.
I mean, the ramble at the Rumble, man, was something never been done.
Yeah, especially here in the Valley.
Here.
Yeah,
that's
not
what
here.
I'm saying here.
That's true, man. We had a great time. We created a movement. We all got on stage, got to talk, chill, do some wrestling things. Cobra, we had a great time out there.
After parties, man.
We've continued to raise the bar, and we've survived through a pandemic somehow. It's been tough for everybody, slowing down the production, changing the production style, us not seeing each other in person. A lot has changed, but through it all, we remain together. All right, I'm gonna let somebody else talk. G1.
Oh man, I mean, I can side with Neo on this. I've always, for the most part, kind of stood alone in a group of friends. Like even just some of my group of friends back home, some of the friends that I have here that I've known for many years, being in and out of Arizona. Like, it's nice to have a squad of cats where we all kind of are specific to just this one thing every week, to where we all get together and we just had this magical sort of vibe about everything, man. Like, and yeah, I'm definitely the eyeball out the whole show, with everything, with Power Rangers, with the reason I watch wrestling versus the reason that y'all watch it, and me not really knowing all the dirt sheet shit, but just more so getting into just the competition element and everything like that. And you guys took me in as first a guest, then a reoccurring guest, and then other people started randomly tweeting me and DMing me on Instagram, like, man, yo, we really like you being a part of the podcast. I don't be thinking that I just do me. And the fact that I've been able to do me in a room full of my brothers, and for people outside of this country even to give a fuck is humbling. So man, I appreciate y'all for giving me another voice. I always played around with the idea of like doing radio one day or something like that. And I mean, doing a podcast is a little bit more my speed because it's more creative freedom. And now this makes me really want to like put my whole leg out there and really, really expand into other things, besides just music. But y'all gave me that. Brand gave me that. T gave me that for even bringing me in. And yeah, man, it's been a hell of a ride. I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul. I've always been in it. My loyalty is unquestioned.
All right, that's what's up, man. Well put. Last but not least, Rock Knowledge. Some words. Speech.
Word. Yeah, man. I mean, it all kind of just started with. I think you would initially invited me on to be a guest when you were doing it by yourself. I remember we sat in your dining room at your old house on Roosevelt. Yeah. Recorded and did the initial episode, and then I think I came on again. I don't know, maybe a few more episodes down the road, and then, like I said earlier, man, you kind of gave me the open-ended invite, and I tend to take advantage of stuff like that. That's the reason why I got with Rhyme and Reason the way that I did, because I got an open invite to go to Friday Night Flavors with Matlox every Friday, and I was there every Friday for 2 years. So I got Rhyme and Reason out of that. So I know if someone's going to give you a shot to get on there and talk your shit, I'm going to jump at it. It's been fun, man. I mean, we've done quite a bit. I definitely miss the in-person vibe, and I think we all do. I think we all miss that in-person vibe that we have when we're in the same room, talking shit, laughing, talking wrestling, talking hip-hop, doing what we do, the brotherhood. It's obviously this past year has been challenging for everybody. Time has been, allocated differently. We weren't able to link up in person. We had to rely on trying to get everybody on a Skype or a Zoom call or, this right here. What we got here, man, we got to 200. I know we thought we would have been here a lot sooner, but, things happen.
We had a panoramic. It was the panoramic fall.
Yeah, it was a panoramic. But it's been fun, man. I mean, we've had some pretty hilarious moments on this show with just random comments, random jokes, just tangents. I think that's the one thing that kind of makes this podcast what it really is the camaraderie and the way we can bounce off one another. And it's very fluid. And for someone that listens to a lot of podcasts, when the hosts aren't able to have conversations smoothly, it's really a tough listen. So it's been dope. What's going to happen moving forward? We'll see. We got a lot to discuss. This is by no means. This has been fun. 200 is definitely not something to shy away from, and hopefully we get 200 more, 400 more, 600 more, 1,000 more. Whatever, man. You know, this has been fun though. MMP is it's
Well,
good.
The Southwest of Authority.
one thing I say about when you're MMP
For life.
life. Yeah, there ain't no escaping. There ain't no escaping. It's for life. So yeah, man, we just want to also thank you if you've been listening, watching, telling a friend, sharing, seeing us at events, just showing love, buying a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, paying that money on Patreon. We thank you so much. We've been up, we've been down. We dined with kings and queens, and we dined on pork and beans. But through it all, man, y'all have stayed with us. We've been mad inconsistent, when trying to get weekly episodes out. But through it all, y'all have remained, and I thank you so much for that. So I just wanted to, I guess we can kind of end off with that, just kind of on a positive tip. Like, I appreciate every one of these brothers you see on the screen, and I appreciate you if you've been listening, watching, telling friends, or, helping us out on the financial tip, which is still an option. You can always go on to Patreon and do what?
Pay that money.
Facts. That's what's...
Howdy, folks and people everywhere. This is a big congratulations to the Mania podcast. So to Rock, Teak, Neo, G1, and the main man himself, Mega Ran, makes 5 of y'all. Congratulations from the bottom of my freaking heart. Goodbye, mwah, good night, bye-bang.
No,
his White Ranger bust in the background was so dope. But shout out to Kenny Omega.
I know he's just watching the Ranger. Like, wait,
I really, I was like, yo, I've been wanting that for a minute. It's like $800.
That's Jabali. Shout out to Jabali. He was Kenny goes to Jabali's house because his setup is so crazy with all this stuff.
Oh, that's Jabali crib. What up, Jabali?
Yeah.
What you trying to let go of that White Ranger bus for?
Man, he got the White Ranger bus. He got so much stuff. I did a little Instagram story of it. His crib is just insane.
Yeah, he's got a DDR machine in his living room. It's gross.
God, a Dance Revolution machine.
Fact.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
He will forever.
It's like Nerdvana over there.
Ran, I want to go to Florida with you, and I got to meet dudes.
Let's go.
Man. I've been trying to go for the longest.
We was
you keep
playing
leaving.
NBA Jam. He got the arcade 1-up NBA Jam.
Yes,
in
sir.
his living room too. So he was playing that.
They got that in Nowadays out here on Mill Avenue. Shout out to Nowadays in Tempe.
Nice. So yeah, y'all got to come through the CEO. CEO has been announced. It is December. That's Jabali's event. Let's go. Going on in Orlando.
Yo.
I'm there. December. I'm there.
Hey man, we've had some great memories at that one CEO we went to, the one and only that we went to. Man, that was fun.
Fest. That was the first
Fighter Fest.
Right?
That was a blast, my man.
Hell
I
yes.
remember hanging out with Nerds Clothing, and we were like guerrilla tactics, like flipping jackets and shirts. And doing the live pod and just like wilding out all crazy. We got to meet Hao Ming, man. And I got this shirt from Hao Ming, man. Oh man, that's such a great time, bro.
A great time. So
it was so humid, but it was so fun.
I'm gonna give them one free plug because Jabali did take me to Disney. CEO Gaming, CEOgaming.org. The registration is open now. It is coming back December 3rd through 5th in Orlando, Florida. So get your calendars marked and come through.
Hey, if they extend the invite, we got to make moves.
He took us to Popeyes. Remember?
Hey,
he took us to Popeyes. Oh yeah, to the Jabali's Popeyes across the street.
Yeah, the Jabali's Popeyes.
That's gang. Did y'all pay for anything there?
Did he pay for us?
I'm saying did he pay for y'all or what?
I don't remember. Did he pay for us, Teak?
I don't know. That was just his thing. We had a lot of Popeyes. I remember it was a lot of food.
He loved Popeyes. He's like, oh, can you name it Jabali's just for the weekend? And they're like, no, we don't do that.
Blaze, I beat your ass 5 ways to Friday on Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Let's go. Let's go.
Nah, man, that kid is good at video games. Like that's his quirk. That's his superpower.
That's his quirk. Well, it is Friday, and you know what that means.
Fighting Game Friday?
It's Fighting Game Friday on my Twitch. So after we end this, let's get on the fighting games. Why not?
Still here, so fuck
Power Rangers. Let's get on the Power Rangers. Get on the Brawlhalla. Bring it on. Whatever y'all got.
I'm
Let's
with
do
it.
it.
I gotta get the Street Fighter pack for Power Rangers too.
I think I need to get that too. So, guys, I think that is it. If there are anything else, lastly, you want to give us, especially Rock Knowledge, if you have any like snacks, if you have any like, we gotta get a snack before we get out of there.
Yeah,
the 200 snack.
200 snack.
She's actually going to be fighting tomorrow night, UFC Fight Night, live on ESPN Plus. If you have that, because I'm a big MMA fan now. Her name is Ariane Lipsky. She is the queen of violence, and she is attractive, and she be beating ass.
Ariane Lipsky. Okay, let's see.
How do you spell that?
Ariane Lipsky. Lip ski.
Okay. She's Brazilian, the queen of violence.
Oh, I know she got some booty action going on. If she Brazilian, hold up.
I don't know. I'd be liking these little Brazilian fighters for some reason, man.
They be bad though. They be bad.
All right. Well, the queen of violence is fighting tomorrow.
She's attractive. She's attractive
Sunday.
when she not.
She's fighting Sunday. Okay. Also,
she fights tomorrow. Floyd fights on Sunday.
Let's give our predictions real quick. Who wins the Floyd fight?
Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Who wins?
Both of them. They're gonna get a bunch of money.
What is it, like an exhibition, like a 5-round fight or something?
Exhibition, yeah. There's no judges. It's just an exhibition. So it's going to be, look, the best case scenario, the Logan Paul or whatever Paul brothers fighting Floyd hits him in the face and knocks him out. That's best case scenario. Not going to happen. So there you go.
People are saying this is like destroying boxing. Like people are so mad. Like, oh, these guys are killing boxing. The sport is dead. And it's like, boxing been dead.
Little guys be throwing them hands. The big boys, heavyweight boxing is dead.
Right, but now little dudes be doing
there's
this.
Little dudes that are some fucking.
I don't know, or more or less give a fuck about Logan Paul enough to really like. It's just whatever, you know. Floyd's gonna moonwalk around the ring like he does, and whatever, and it's just not gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fucking dance party. So.
Yeah, I agree. He's not going to hit.
G1 not going to care unless Logan Paul disrespect Power Rangers. Then he'll get invested.
I wouldn't even get invested then. I'd be like, that's your opinion, and you still have no relevance in my life.
It still sucks.
It's just like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, also, one more prediction. Today is Friday. We'll address it next week, but we have now the Friday Night Wars for today only.
Oh, yeah,
AEW and SmackDown are on at the same time. Who wins the rating war? Give it to us.
AEW's on the night?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You tell me I get to watch the Young Bucks versus
basketball.
Pac and Penta? I'll take that.
They be getting pushed to the basketball. That's why they.
Yeah.
That's why
they're going to TBS soon. NBA is bumping.
Yeah,
around.
and there'll be a new AEW show. There'll be a show called Rampage. That'll be another network show. So
shout outs to Mark Henry. Like he's.
Mark Henry's in AEW now. Much love.
I'm a little curious how that works. Like, I mean, he's just commentator and coach, but he's not gonna be wrestling. But like, I thought he was under like an ambassador deal, so I have no idea how that happened. But hey, I'm sure Vince was like, "Go get your money."
You can do what you want to do when you a legacy, when you a Hall of Famer. You can do
a
what you
whole
want.
legend in this motherfucker. Like Mark Henry showing up was like some of the coolest shit.
That was very surprising. I was just like, "Whoa!"
I think there's also going to be a bull rope match too between like Dustin Rhodes and Nick Camarado, and I've always liked those bull rope matches.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's gonna be fire.
So, what has SmackDown advertised? What's happening there tonight?
Roman at his table.
Ooh,
there you go.
Big surprise there.
The head of the table will be at the table.
Boy, nice.
Oh no, we got Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus the Usos.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, that's already happened.
Oh, that already happened.
I won't spoil it, but it's already happened.
Oh, okay.
If you just stay off of Twitter and Instagram, if you're not,
you already know. You already know WWE. They finished the match with a roll up or some sort of distraction finish.
Right? Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is on live on the East Coast. Let's spoil it for everybody.
Oh yeah. Yo, they don't care at all. Yo, they'll
No
just post
funds.
the results. Like, sorry, you should have been on the East Coast.
There's going to be some sort of roll up, some sort of distraction. We'll see.
Yeah, of course.
They got to keep
win.
the belts till SummerSlam.
Will be good.
I think it'll be a good match.
Mysterios keep the belt until SummerSlam, and then SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar takes the tag belts. And then he just takes it. You know, it's just, I don't know, man.
Why not?
WWE. It's the fucking Brock Lesnar show. It's cool. You already know.
Brock puts
or the John Cena show.
Or
that just makes it even worse. We get bold. We get bowl cuts and fucking jean shorts. Great.
We didn't talk about it, but the rumor is Roman versus Cena for SummerSlam. Does anybody care?
That sucks.
Indeed. God.
Which they still have not announced where that's taking place, have they?
They said they were going to do it on a Monday on some other show, make it a special deal.
And hold on, it's funny that it's saying they said that. I remember we were all talking about it, and they were saying that they might do Vegas, but they might not do the Raiders Stadium. The rumor is that they are.
I think they are.
Gonna do the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium.
In that case, if we go to Vegas, we should stay at the Luxor because I think that the Luxor. They were working on building an underground walkway to the Raiders Stadium. I don't know.
Oh man, it's like the they got it like that at Soldier Field where you can go under and all that. That's gonna be crazy.
So hopefully if we're back at like live events again, maybe we'll see y'all at SummerSlam.
I'm planning out. I'm also planning out my Mexico trip. So Matt Mania, we always there, you never there.
We everywhere. You never there.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We everywhere. You never there. My bad.
He said,
yes. He about to go to Triple Mania.
We haven't gone anywhere. So
we're nowhere.
I forgot the phrase.
Actually, we're nowhere right now.
We're nowhere. We're all at home.
But Lamb been popping up secretly at shows with his mask on, hiding.
I've been sneaking out. A lot of people would hit me up like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were there. I would have said hi." I'm like, "Cause I was wearing a mask, dude." But if you make it to Triple Mania, Neo, I'm definitely jealous.
That's lit. I actually wouldn't mind going to Triple Mania. I love the
I've already set the plan in motion. I'm just trying to figure out if
I've never been to Mexico, so
I'm just trying to find out if I can get some connects there, and if I can, then we'll see, man. Fingers crossed.
Please let me know.
All right. Well, I know some people, so maybe I could talk to the champ, see if we can get some tickets popping.
Hey, if you could, that'd be great because I've been looking at prices right now, and they're kind of
they're high.
They're not high per se because they're in pesos, but if I can get a better seat, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
I'm gonna see what I can do. Because the pesos be adding.
Hey, I knew that was coming in handy for something.
Yes, it did. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys again for being here. We're gonna go watch some wrestling because there's wrestling on. Why not watch it?
Why the fuck
so
not?
Enjoy wrestling, love each other, and we'll see you again. But this has been episode 200. 200. So we out of here. But thank you again, and as always, you know what to do.
Keep your shoulders off
the mat.
The man.
We appreciate you guys.
Watch wrestling, love wrestling. Peace, y'all. Oh yeah, I'll be back on. We playing fighting games later on. Don't get it twisted. All right, let's go.
I'm playing baseball.